much for tuning into our show.
I'm Ty.
I'm Katie.
And we're tktoptunes, and you're now listening to the Road to Eurovision podcast.
Yes, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Welcome. Yes. Thank you for joining us for the Road to Eurovision podcast, where we cover everything Eurovision.
Yes, we got a packed episode today.
We do. We have some big updates to share and
ton of them.
A lot of things. So here is what is coming up. First up, we're going to be talking about Italy's Sanremo.
Yep, there's 4 returning artists that participated in Eurovision.
Yeah,
So,
that's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But who will be the winner of Sanremo and possibly head to Eurovision?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it. Also, Latvia's Supernova will be coming up shortly.
All the songs were released a couple days ago, and apparently there's a lot of good songs this year.
Yes.
Which is great, because last year was a little rough year for Supernova.
It was a little rough.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that.
Yep.
Also, Estonia's national final.
Yep, all the songs come out tomorrow on Friday. In next week's episode, we're going to be reacting to all of them and making our predictions on Estonia. So we're going to talk about Estonia, Eesti, Laul.
Okay.
And then to round out the episode,
There's some shocking news
there's some
coming
big
from
news.
Montenegro.
Yes, the national final last week, Monte's song, The Winner Clickbait.
Is disqualified.
Well, not disqualified.
Right. Withdrew.
They withdrew, right.
Okay.
So there's a lot to talk about. We're going to kind of end the episode with that, kind of talk about our predictions of who we think might represent Montenegro now.
And what's kind of going on?
And what's happening. So we got a ton of stuff coming up this episode. Stick around. Let's go. All right, first up, let's talk about Italy.
Yes. Okay.
Sanremo.
So these were announced on Sunday.
Yep.
Now there are 4 former Eurovision artists, as well as 4 artists that were in Sanremo last year.
Last year, yeah, right?
Yes. So the 4 former Eurovision artists are, let's see, we have Achille.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
2022.
All I need is love.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be wild.
The big mechanical bull.
Right.
Which in 2022, we're reading here that he was in Sanremo too.
Okay.
In 2022, that same year.
Which is really interesting because, so it looks like he was in Sanremo 2019, 2020, 2022.
Yep.
Then didn't make it through Sanremo, so then tried it again for San Marino.
Yeah.
Got through.
Yeah.
Made it to semifinal too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't make it to the grand final.
Right.
But that was definitely a memorable performance from
wow.
Eurovision 2022.
That reminds me, didn't another artist do that in
Oh, yeah.
in Italy, wasn't it?
Yeah, last year.
Loredana Bertè.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? She tried
She was in
Sanremo.
Sanremo for Italy, yep.
Didn't make it.
Right.
So then tried again for San
Marino and almost won.
Yeah.
I want to say she finished second in that national
Yeah.
final.
A lot of people were rooting for her.
Yeah, that's right. So it's interesting.
But then who represented San Marino last year?
San Marino was Megara. 11-11.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Sweet. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. There's also Francesca.
Yeah, from Eurovision 2016. Yep,
right.
and I remember she was pretty good.
Yeah, I think it finished middle of the pack.
Middle, yeah, it was kind of somewhere in the middle, I would say. I don't know if that was the left side or the right side of the board. I think it was right 15th, 16th place-ish.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how she does. And just a quick recap, we watch all of the grand finals. We've watched
2000 all the way to 2007.
1990.
97.
Yeah.
99.
96.
Yep.
All the way till current. So
Yeah.
if you want to watch those, they're on Patreon.
Yes.
But let's keep moving on.
Yep.
So Francesca, okay, we'll have to see how she'll do.
Yep.
And Francesco, which was from 2017.
2017, which I believe that was like a top 5, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it was a pretty upbeat song, I remember.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how he'll do.
Yeah, it was close to a top 5 finish.
Yes, and here's a cool thing. We also have Massimo,
Yes.
who was in Eurovision twice before.
Yep, in the
In
70s.
the 70s.
Yeah.
So coming all the way back.
And he was a top
All these years later.
Top 5 finish in 1971.
Okay.
So yeah, 4 artists that have already participated in Eurovision will be in this national final.
That's pretty cool. Now, what's your hot take on that?
Well, I know a lot of people don't call it a national final because it's like more than that, you know?
Yeah. But I'm saying, what's your hot take on people who have already made it to Eurovision, already been there, and then have the chance to come back?
I would say, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
So that they can win it all. Now, wait, think about it this way. What do you think about people that have already won Eurovision, the whole Eurovision, and are able to come back and compete? Like in my head, I'm thinking Mons. And I know this is totally like random off topic. But what do you think about that?
well, I don't know. I think you want to win, right?
Yeah.
So why not send your best? And if that's your best that you have, why not? But also on the other hand, it's like you do want new artists in there.
Right.
So,
and a big thing is getting their name out there and having people listen to their music. And I feel like if people already know, such big artists that have already won.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I would say definitely, I mean, if you've been in it before, why not be in it again?
Yeah.
But winning, I don't know.
Winning, that takes it differently.
Yeah, it does.
I know. But I think for this instance, the 4 that are, made it to Eurovision, didn't win it all, but they're coming back to try it again.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
Right. And who knows? All 4 of these might not even make it into the Eurovision.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there's 4 artists that were in Sanremo last year.
Right. That are trying
that are
to
coming back.
get their shot in. Yes. And they are. Let's see. We have Clara.
Yep.
Okay. Clara.
Then we have Rose.
Rose. I don't remember those
I don't
two
really
very
remember
well.
Rose.
But I do remember Irama, and
Yes.
I am rooting for Irama to make it to Eurovision. I
excited.
absolutely loved the song To Know last year.
It was great.
It was so good. His voice, he has that like emotion and passion, and the voice is like
and it made it to super finals.
to know, like raspy and perfect.
That was a great song. That made it to the super finals last year.
It made it pretty far, yeah.
Yeah, almost won it all.
Almost a winner, yes.
And then there's one more
So I'm rooting
that
for
was in it
Irama.
last year, and it's The Colors. Which
Okay.
I don't really remember that one either.
It didn't really stick out in my memory.
Not like To Know.
Yes, so let us know who you are rooting for between all of these names
And then
that have come up in the past.
Right, and that's just the 8 out of the 30 we named.
Right, and then there's a bunch of new artists.
And it looks like there's been pretty much everyone that's been in it before. Because,
Oh.
Sanremo is like more like it's
a celebration of music. It's multiple days.
It's a full week almost.
Yeah.
Which so is Albania. Albania is like a full
okay.
week long thing.
Yep.
So these ones are kind of different
Yeah,
because
this is treated more like a festival.
Yeah,
like
well, for this one and Albania, which we're going to cover that later this month, because that is going on at the end of this month.
Yes.
But those two in
It's a
particular are a little bit set up a little bit different because even if you win this, you don't necessarily go to Eurovision.
Right.
Like Albania last year was Mal.
Yes.
He won that, but
didn't go to
it was the televote winner,
Eurovision.
Besa,
Right.
that goes to Eurovision. This is kind of the same way. I think there's been a few instances, not many, where if you win Sanremo, you like have the option to go.
Yeah.
So you can say no.
Right.
Which is so interesting.
I know you would think that if you would win something so prestigious as Sanremo, you would want to take it one step further to represent your whole nation
Yeah.
at Eurovision.
Yeah, but look at this. There's 5 nights.
Yeah, isn't there a cover night?
Well, let's see here.
I think there is during Sanremo.
So, okay, let's go over all the nights for Sanremo. So, night 1, all 30 acts will perform their song. Top 5 will be revealed at the end. Yeah, because
Okay.
remember, we watched the final night, and they kind of gave a scoreboard update.
but it's in a random order.
Yeah, we were like, whoa.
So you don't
this
really
is
know who placed
wild.
what.
Yeah, so the night
That's
2,
cool.
15 of the acts will perform their song for a second time. The
Okay,
top
so
5 from night 2 will be announced at the end of the evening in random order.
So it's cut in half.
Yep.
Cool.
Night 3, the remaining 15 acts perform their song for a second time. Top 5 from night 3 are uncovered in a random order at the end of the evening. Now, night 4 is cover night.
Oh, fun. I want to see some of that.
Yeah, I
We
know.
didn't check that out last year, but I heard from all of you that
Yes.
Angelina Mango's cover night was brilliant.
Yeah, I would like to go back and check that.
Me too.
Yeah, we should watch cover night this year.
That would be fun. Yeah.
But yeah, every artist will take the stage, perform a song or medley.
And look at that. It's happening on February 14th,
Valentine's
Valentine's
Day.
Day. How sweet.
And I think there's another national final going on Valentine's Day this year. I want to say Belgium, maybe?
Oh, really? Sweet.
I think so.
What? We just heard some other
Poland.
What did we hear? We just heard some other Eurovision national final news about like it's not happening anymore. They're doing an internal selection.
Czechia.
Oh yeah.
ESCZ.
Oh yes, Ellie.
And it might be Ellie. That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be exciting.
That is true. Yeah, I know. We're hearing all these updates all the time.
Yeah.
From our Eurovision chat, because we have a Eurovision chat on our Patreon, and the community is awesome, always updating us.
It is so fun.
And we're just chatting Eurovision all day.
Yeah, we are.
Like we are now. Okay, but
Yes.
anyways,
Okay,
night five.
The final night.
All 30 acts all perform again.
Cool.
Right, and then we find out our winner.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. And it's happening just in a short couple of months.
Yeah, right.
You know, February will be here before we know
Middle of February. So, yeah, it was exciting to start the week off and to start the month of December off, finding out who's all going to be in the contest.
Yes.
So, lots to look forward to.
I'm rooting for Irama.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Achille.
Oh, yeah.
I'm really excited to see
yes,
what
is he going to bring this year?
I don't know. It's
something wild and epic, I bet.
right. Okay, then moving on. Let's talk about Latvia's national final, Supernova.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So last year, we checked out all the national finals.
Last year was...
It was a little on the rough side. Yeah.
Except I will say that I really did like Don's.
I did too.
I was rooting for Don's. I'm so glad he won this national final. I feel like he had to win this national final because...
I remember watching it being like, okay, this one...
The competition was pretty rough.
Yeah, there wasn't that many... We weren't loving a lot of the songs we saw in that national final.
Yeah.
There might have been one other song that was like, okay, but like some of them just were, I don't know, like just something was missing.
There was one we were really like, what the heck?
The Kitty Cat.
Kitty Cat, and even I think it was Mindbreaker.
Oh, yeah, it was Mindbreaker.
What?
Yes, it was. We were like, what is going on?
Yeah. No,
it wasn't Mindbreaker.
It wasn't that one. What? You know exactly the one I'm thinking of.
I know. Now I got to find it.
My reaction was just Outsider. Maybe it was Outsider.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we're not feeling. We were
like, what?
But apparently, so these songs came out a couple days ago.
Okay.
And apparently, there's a lot of good songs.
Oh, thank goodness.
A lot of good songs. So that's something to really look forward to.
That makes the national selection shows so much more enjoyable when there's really
a lot of talent,
raw talent. Yeah.
But yeah, apparently all the songs came out earlier this week. The semifinals start February 1st, and then the finals February 8th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And I see here it's 50% jury, 50% public.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like the Supernova show was okay last year. I think we didn't really like the fact that there wasn't a crowd.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember that? It just kind of felt like...
That changes it a lot.
Just kind of felt like something was off.
The energy wasn't as...
Yeah.
Exciting.
So, but I'm excited that there are some good songs to look forward to in here.
Yes.
So I'm excited
I've never heard of any of these artists before, so it'll be a treat.
Yeah. So I'm excited to check out some of these songs from Latvia. So those are out and available to check out.
Sweet. And I want to pull up our Eurovision chat on our Patreon page because there was a name of an artist people were telling us to look out for.
For Latvia, yes.
For Latvia.
Yes, I did see that. That right there, right?
Oh, yeah. Latvia has come to play. City Zeni.
City Zeni. An artist to look out for. And there's a few more on there. Yeah, the chat is always...
And also Tatu Midas.
Oh, yeah.
Tatu Midas?
For Latvia, right?
Yes.
Supernova?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony was telling us about that.
And the kitty girl is back.
She's back. So
we'll have to see what kind of song she'll
time.
bring this year.
It's redemption time.
Yeah.
Okay, but moving on from that news, we have Estonia's songs coming out tomorrow.
Oh,
for Eesti
Laul
Laul 2025. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Which I remember last year, there was a ton of great songs in this national final.
Yeah, Brother Apollo.
Yeah.
Daniel Levi.
I really liked Ali, my friend.
Oh, yes. I like that too.
Friend. I was really rooting for that one a lot.
And then Taking It All was ooh.
Yeah.
Don't even get me to pronounce that title.
Which I really enjoyed that national final. That felt like a big show.
Yeah, that was fun.
Didn't it? It almost felt like up there with, not quite, but like Norway.
Yeah.
Kind of the same kind of setup.
Yeah, right. And I feel like those three, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, I feel like all had pretty similar shows, wouldn't you say?
I wouldn't say Latvia. I would say Estonia and Lithuania
had similar shows.
Similar shows. They were really great shows.
I wonder when Lithuania has their show.
But something to keep in mind about Estonia's national final, they do the super final, which I always like that. Like Denmark does it.
Italy does it.
Estonia's another one that does it. Lithuania does it.
Yeah.
I like when there's a super final. It's kind of fun, especially when they get to all perform again one more time and you see the 3 stacked up.
Like your last chance.
Or the 5 stacked up against each other. It's kind of fun to end the show. And it kind of makes it go on a little longer.
Yeah. Let us know your thoughts. What do you think about a super final?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you
I like
not
the
like
super
it?
finals because for this one, for Estonia, it's 100% public voting from there.
Right.
So it's it's 50-50.
Yeah.
But it's 50% international jury, 50% public voting. Then when they break it down to the 3, it goes to 100% public voting.
I like that.
So it's kind of nice, you know?
Yeah. That's really cool.
So yeah, but next week we're going to listen to all the songs because they come out tomorrow.
Okay.
And then we'll do a prediction episode next week for Estonia.
Yes, so stay tuned.
So I'm excited for all these songs to come out tomorrow and check them out.
Really looking forward to that.
And do another prediction video. And before we wrap up this episode, we are going to make some predictions because we have big news that just dropped a couple days ago. And that is, like we said in the beginning of the episode,
news from Montenegro.
Yes.
What?
The withdrawal.
How do you feel about that?
You know, I feel at first, okay, so this has just been a kind of journey that started the national final season. And it's already started off kind of wild.
Yeah.
So at first, I think everyone was thrown off that this song won.
And we watched the full Monte song.
We did. Start to finish.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, really? That won?
Especially because it was at the very bottom of the odds.
Very
bottom.
Nina
was at the very top.
Right. Yeah. Nina was
and
at the top. And there was a few other.
We were really rooting for.
A few other contenders too. I mean, like Kate, I really enjoyed her performance.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was amazing.
Yeah. And
Bariak.
Bariak, yep.
Was awesome.
Yeah.
Isaac with Leto. We were in our prediction video.
Let us down.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, in our prediction video we did a few weeks ago, that was our winner. But the performance just kind of lacked the energy that we thought it was going to have.
I know.
So, but there were some great songs in this national final. It definitely was a longer national final.
Yes. So a statement came out from the group that won.
Yep.
NeoneoN. NeoneoN.
But anyways, before we go to the statement real quick, what I was getting at was I feel kind of bad for them.
Yeah.
Because it was like they won it, you know?
They won it. However, on the flip side, they had that song already and they performed it at a festival, which is against the EBU
That's
rules.
where it gets in a little tricky. So I kind of feel a little
They should
bad.
have known better though. They should have set another song.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. They just wanted to get out there, get their name out there. Maybe I saw an interview at the end, like after the whole entire show was over. I think Eurovision posted it.
Yeah.
And they're like, we did not expect to win this. We hope you all like they were shocked.
Oh, wow.
That they won. So maybe part of it was like they were like, we're not going to win this. Let's just put out our best song for us as a band to get our name out there. And maybe they're like, this represents us the best, and we'll get some fans this way. We're not going to win.
Right.
They were the lowest in the odds. So maybe that's why they went that route.
I don't know. But when you're kind of there, you're in it to win it, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
Yeah, that is true. But so anyways, they didn't get DQ'd. They withdrew.
I wonder if they withdrew and had some pressure on them.
They probably had a lot of pressure, and
who knows, behind the scenes, if people were saying, if you don't withdraw, then you'll have to be labeled as disqualified.
Right. I mean, they were
and that'll be bad for your name.
They were kind of in a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
So they're probably like, we're probably going to get kicked out anyways. Let's
just do it graciously.
Let's withdraw. Yep.
Yeah.
So we're going to read the statement.
Yes. So they sent out a statement and it says, "Dear everyone, in the best public interest, with the desire to end the uncertainty and once again contribute to the music that we are here for, we inform you that we are voluntarily withdrawing from participating in Eurovision. Our TCG, in accordance with the regulations, will choose another representative, and we will be the first to wish them luck and provide full support." So that's nice.
Yeah.
The victory at Montesong brought us publicly whose type and scope we did not choose, nor could we control. We would like to point out, and the facts confirm this, that performing the working version of the song live neither jeopardized the process of the Monte Festival itself, nor could it have influenced its final outcome and our placement. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is
because
interesting.
I feel like that would be the whole reason why they would get disqualified in the first place.
Yeah.
So if that has nothing to do with it, why would they withdraw?
Let's keep reading.
The fact is that there have been many similar examples, and that the EBU has always decided that these songs can participate and even won at Eurovision. However, they did not have a competition advantage over the others, which is clear to everyone.
Okay.
So they're saying their song isn't...
They're saying there has been instances in the past where a song has been released prior and even won Eurovision.
I wonder what song that was.
Because it didn't have a competitive advantage over others.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder what song they're referring to there.
Huh. However, we simply do not want to be a part of any stories outside of music, nor to promote our authors' work in this way. So they don't want the negative talk about them and their band in any sense of the word. Eurovision has never been a goal in itself for us. Expanding the field of our musical activity, it certainly is. Which is interesting to me, because why would you participate in a national selection to go to Eurovision?
Yeah, maybe
when
just
you
to get
don't
out?
want to go to Eurovision. It's not your goal.
Yeah, I don't know. That is a very interesting thing. And I feel like that's not out of the norm either, because like look at Let 3. Like I feel like they were in the same boat. Like they didn't think they were going to win, but they just wanted to like make a statement. You know, they wanted to like
do it and have fun.
They're also artists that want to get out there, and that's the biggest probably show
stage.
That's the biggest stage to get on. Like even if it's not in your goal, it can still help your band or you out as an artist.
Yeah.
So that might happen more than we think.
Yeah. The Monte Song Festival, organized by the Association of Entertainers, brought 16 new songs, and that is its greatest value. We would like to thank the management of RTCG for their goodwill and intention to give us space for other options. We believe that they will understand our decision to give up on Eurovision, and also thank them for that. Special and immense gratitude for the fellow support of musicians and lovers of good music, friends, acquaintances, journalists, and the general public from Montenegro and abroad, which gave us strength in the last days. Our families, together with us, have experienced all the splendor and despair of this process, and now it's time to repay them and dedicate ourselves to them in the right way. Clickbait continues to live as a musical single, but we are afraid of it as a contemporary social phenomenon. Once again, thank you all. Let's support Montenegro at Eurovision.
Okay, so they are no longer in Eurovision, which leaves the door open. Who will represent Montenegro? And that's where we're going to kind of get into our predictions now. Who do you think it's going to be?
I think it'll be Nina.
You think so?
I think so. I feel like she was at the top of the odds. She had a stellar performance, and she was the public vote winner.
I don't think she was.
No. She was the jury. She was the jury winner.
She was the jury winner.
She was the jury winner. And I feel like Montenegro's, their rules, like if there was a tie, it goes to the jury winner.
Okay. That is interesting, because I know it was that way last year for Moldova, and we weren't fans of that. We're like, it should go to the public.
It should go to the
public, right?
Yeah,
and if we're looking at the public here, it's Bariak.
Oh, okay.
Bariak won the public.
This is hard because in my predictions, I think I had Bariak higher than I did Nina in my predictions.
You had Nina at third.
I loved the recorded version of the song, but I didn't necessarily love the live performance.
Yeah.
I feel like Nina had a better live performance.
Nina did have the best live performance, but if you're looking at the public votes,
I
think
it should go to the public.
Nina got the 7 from the public, which to me is crazy. Because I feel like everyone was saying Nina. So maybe they will go with the jury, because that's what the Moldova national final did last year. They went with the jury, right? When it was tied.
Yeah.
They went with the jury winner, and we're like, oh, it should be public winner. It should be public winner. So
I'd be happy with Bariak too,
I think it's got to be between those two, right? But
for sure. Ooh, now we want to know, who do you think should go to Eurovision from Montenegro?
I feel like it's going to be Nina.
Yeah.
Just because she had such a good performance and she finished second. Because also think about how those jury points went when we watched it last week.
Yeah.
Like, she was high in the jury, but then they converted it all, so she got the 12.
Right.
Like, remember,
I don't like
she
that.
was like way, way higher than everyone when it
That
was
conversion they do during the voting.
Right. So she was like way above everyone in that jury vote.
Yeah. And on the odds, she was way higher than everyone else.
Right.
So I feel like she would do the best at Eurovision.
I think that would be the best send.
Yeah.
But if they go with the public, it's Baryak. So it's going to be interesting to hear out in these next few days. And by the time we're releasing this episode, who knows? Maybe the news is already out.
Right?
It might be.
It might be.
So if it's already
Things
out.
move quick.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. Oh, but this has been a blast. Thank you for letting us update you with the latest Eurovision news.
Yes.
And if you have any news for us that we still need to hear about, let us know. Tell us in the comments.
Let us know in the comments. Or, of course, please join us on Patreon. And thank you to everyone who is over there. We are always chatting Eurovision in our Eurovision chat. And we are checking out all the national finals again this year.
We sure are.
And
all
there's
of them.
27 of them? 28?
27. Something.
There's like 5 or 6 more than
There's
last
a
year.
lot, and we're watching them all.
All of them. They're all going to be available over there. So we hope to see you over there. And thank you if you are over there. We will see you next Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Road to Eurovision podcast.
We'll see you then.
See ya!